position, please. You told me, or you told the whole group while ago that you supported Joe Strauss as Speaker of the House, okay? And the first vote that you take when you come on the floor as a representative is for the Speaker. That's one of the most important votes you'll ever take as Speaker, okay? And I keep hearing how conservative Joe Strauss is. But under Joe Strauss's leadership, because he appoints all those committee chairs, he appoints every one of those committee chairs. And there's a lot of legislation down there that didn't get through this conservative session. American Laws for American Courts didn't make it. Sanctuary cities didn't make it. The Texas Border Compact didn't make it. The Grid Bill didn't make it. The Interstate Tuition for Illegals, that didn't stop. The Red Light Camera Bill's still there. The Defense of Marriage didn't make it. The traditional marriage, that was a question. Zero-based budget, it didn't make it. Elimination of the franchise tax. School choice, constitutional carry, Agenda 21. All those were killed by the Speaker, and you voted for it. Defend that.
I don't have to defend it. Let me tell you something. Your list is not correct.
Okay.
I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
But on the other hand, what I do when I look at making that vote is who is going to move the agenda for the people of House District 2. And I know there's a billionaire out in Midland that likes to tell us what to do. I don't like to listen to somebody that's a billionaire and tell me. And if you don't know that man, let me tell you what, you might want to get to know him. But he is very, very powerful. Many of those issues that you discussed, the defense of marriage, we passed that several sessions back, just for example.
It came up again.
I voted for Joe Strauss. Let me just give you an issue. We've gone through this before. There's been more pro-life legislation in the last 4 sessions than the history of the Texas House. One of the issues that everybody wants to know. Now, don't say no, because it is a fact. And you can check on it. You can go check on it. It may not be all of the issues that you like, but there's been more pro-life legislation passed in the history of the last 4 sessions. The other thing is one of the things that here and it's a changing issue, and that's the expansion of gambling. Everybody says if Joe Strauss becomes the Speaker, we're going to have casino gambling, we're going to have this and that. How many gambling issues will the Texas have?
So there was one.
Zero.
There was one that came up, and Bob Hall killed it back in 2007.
But Dan,
before you
voted for Joe Strauss, you voted against Joe Strauss.
I did.
Is that correct?
I sure did. And
I
did it.
So you vote. You know.
Keep asking the question.
You went. Dan, I was with you when you went around the district. I was with you, buddy. We went around the district and talked about Joe being a liberal, and you supported one of the representatives that ran against Joe Strauss. We went around the district. We went around the district and said, Joe is not our guy. Joe is not a conservative. Joe don't believe in it. Did you not vote against him? And what changed between that vote and a year and a half later that you're his best buddy?
Is it not true that he voted against Joe Strauss?
Miss Flynn, I'm trying to get
because we had a Republican majority, and the Republican majority went with the Democrat. He didn't vote against Joe Strauss.
That's how Strauss got in.
Yes, and he voted
So you
against
vote
the
for
protest against what the Republicans had done, and you know it.
Hey,
So you vote
Yes.
for
I love you. I love you. I respect you.
Thank you.
And I hunted and fished at your property for many years. I love you. But we elected Representative Flynn. I wanted him to answer why he voted against Joe Strauss, and then he voted for Joe Strauss. Now, if you look at the campaign finance report between that period, you will notice a $5,000 check. After he voted for Joe Strauss, he received a $5,000 check from Joe Strauss's leadership PAC, and then his vote changed in favor of Joe Strauss.
Not correct.
No, it is correct.
It is too.
Sure it is. It's online, man.
You do not know. You do not know. Let me tell you something. The reason, do I get to answer the question? Okay, well, all right. I'll answer the question. In that elected by Democrats and 11 Republicans.
That's right.
I voted against it because I didn't like the process. After the election, and he was elected, then we go on to the next section. Let me tell you, I found out that, and you talk to these folks that always want to go against somebody, and they're not representing their district. I would have been able to get my nursing school up there in A&M Congress. I would have been able to get the hospital taken care of up in Greenville, Texas, had we sat there and said, no, no, no. Being a no, no, no doesn't make things happen for your district.
Excuse me.
That's the answer.
You voted